So this posting today is not so much about dreams. This is about a real life experience, and yes, it's however one of those things that still sticks in your mind. In order to tell you about this story, I need to set the scene for you. Many years ago, about somewhere between 65, 67, I was about 10 to 12. Take that back, 1955 to 1957. I would have been somewhere between 10 and 12. My sister and her husband had managed to get themselves employed out in the country, the place that we call the Hotu Peak, although I'm not sure that's the correct pronunciation. It could be Hoto area, and I'll show you in a map in a minute. And the arrangement was that my sister would be doing the housework and cooking, and my brother-in-law would be a driver. This farm was owned by, I believe, brothers, unmarried. They were living together, sharing the property. I think that's the way it was. And they owned a small carrying company called the Kate's Carrying Company back in those days. Now, for anybody that didn't know the location that I'm referring to here, there's a couple of maps here. One is of the Upper North Island, showing the western location from the city of Whangarei, and the other's a broader spectrum of that area, to show you where it is. So my brother-in-law was a driver for them, and he, they were hauling stuff all around the place. From where this small settlement was, with these sheds and house and everything else, if you look towards the front gate, across the road from there was this high hill or small mountain, whatever you, and that was called the Hotu Peak, or the Hotu Peak. Quite a steep hill, and I'm not sure, but I think it was included on their property. It was okay for running sheep in that, but you couldn't do much else with it because it was so steep. So what happened here? Well, Nell and Graham, my brother-in-law, took my brother Warrick and I out to the farm for a few days to help or give Mum a break or something. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember the reason we went out there, but we enjoyed ourselves. And it so happened that one of these, coming on, daylight was fading, and they came and called Warrick and I to come outside and have a look at what they were looking at. And we went outside, and they said, look up there next to this Hotu Peak. And believe it or not, there were three actually, very large discs floating in the air just to one side and about slightly high, 100 feet above the top of the Hotu Peak. And they were just floating there. No noise, nothing. At that point, when I saw them there, I thought, oh, this is a bit unusual. So being brave, I took off inside into the front bedroom and crawled under the bed, hiding in the corner. Brave. These things must have hovered there for a good hour, hour and a half. And I went out when I felt a bit braver, went out to have a look at them. And my sister said, well, I've rung the Northern Advocate in Whangarei, and they're sending out a journalist. Unfortunately, by the time the journalist got there, given the distance from Whangarei, these things were gone. I mean, they were there one moment, and less than a quarter of a second later, they've gone, not even in view. So I'd just like to talk about this transport company. I thought, you know, I've been in the South Island now for 50 years, and I came from Whangarei originally, but in my driving around the country I was doing road travel for over 40 years, travelling the country by car, driving around, visiting clients. I used to pass this Kate's Transport in Ashburton, and I used to think, you know, that I wonder if they're connected in any way to the Kate's Transport that owned the location of the subject matter that we've got today. So, you know, as I say, we were talking about 1955 to 57, and I thought, is there a connection? Is it a family member? Are they even connected? So I went online to research it and found this clip, and it's interesting because it appears that that's where it all started from, and now they are countrywide. I thought I'd share that with you. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.